Hello everyone and welcome in my Empyrion Galactic Survival series again. Today, as we mentioned before, we're gonna build the Hoover vessel, and to make that we need a couple of things. Right, the Hoover vessel. First of all, we need a vessel starter, and then just select the Hoover vessel, a couple of steel blocks, let's say 20 blocks. From here we need a drill module, 3 of them, and the parts. Hoover engines we need. So now we need 6 pieces. I'll show you why later when you start building. Hoover booster we need, and then thrusters, let's say 4 RCS to maneuver, and of course fuel tank, generator, oxygen tank not necessarily. We need cargo box to collect our stuff, ammo box not necessarily, and cargo no. Okay, that's for now. So let's keep it producing, and now meanwhile shall we go out and get some... oh, check the oxygen here, our machines in the lake, as they're still producing. Now it's about time, as we start exploring a planet soon, we need more of those hydrogen generators. I'll tell you why in a minute. Because we need hydrogen later, much more of it. That's gonna be part of our energy supplies. Okay, let's go back, take it back, and then by the time the piece is gonna get ready, so we go and collect some magnesium to create more ammunition. So let's place all of that here. Let me just check, what do we need for explosives? Where are they? They're not discovered yet. Okay, let's go F3. Weapons. Here, explosive device. Unlock. And I can try to unlock armor as well. They should be here. Yeah, explosive device. We need magnesium powder, so let's go and get some magnesium. It will take a while to build all the parts. So magnesium shouldn't be far. Let's check. Where's the nearest magnesium? Iron, cobalt. Here it is. There's one. Okay, let's go there. So with this one, I'll show you how the new drill works like. A level 2 drill. Yeah, this way. Oh, the enemy drone on the way. Just shut him down. Okay. There's a front part of Titan. Let's get some parts from it. Okay. Always collect the parts, as there is a perfect source for the spare parts for your productions. Magnesium is there. There's another one. There's no yellow, no yellow blue patches around. Okay, so start drilling somewhere here. See, that's the difference between old drill and the new drill. If you click right mouse button, it's a resource mining, which is common for both of drills. Terrain removal, how this one works. This way. Basically, same like resource mining, just removing the terrain without taking resources. And it works a bit faster. Filler, this is nice because, look, if you use that, it's just bringing back the terrain, it's just filling up the gaps. So this is quite useful if we want to change terrain for a new base, for example, or just want to fill up, like in our base, we may need to use that later, just to make it looks nicer. Flattering, this is very good, because whenever you see, you get the bumps on the ground, when you use that tool, and make it flat. Look. See? Perfectly flat surface. So you can basically easily place the blocks if you want to build something. And stone removal is the same like in the old drill. If you get some small stones, can't see anything around. Anyway, I'll show you later. So let's get back to the resource mining, and we go for magnesium. And the biggest difference between those two drills is, look, if you keep drilling, you can stay in a distance from the wall, like that, and still drilling. And then on the left side, in the left corner, just by our statistics, you can see +2 crash stones, +5. So this means it's automatically collecting the stuff that we drill. We don't need to, we don't need to run around and collect all the bits that we just drill out, like with normal drill. So this is good advantage. That's magnesium. And it's way faster. Oh, we just reached level 11. Excellent. How much do we have? Look. 20. It's just a moment of drilling and we got already enough equipment. So okay, I'll cut here for a moment, and I'll come back to you when we get ready with our spare parts. Right, welcome back. We're done with drilling. Let's get back to the base. The protection is supposed to be done already. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's put magnesium to the constructor. Crushed stone. The spoiled food may be used later for production, so let's just keep it in, not here. In food processor. I'll get some sausages here. Excellent. Let's place them in the fridge. Okay. So, rotating all the parts. Alright. Move this ship out of the space. Let's land it here. It's time to think about a hangar, probably, to keep them safe, and some defense line. Alright, let's start building. So we need vessel starter, engines, a couple of blocks, and the rest of parts. Okay, let's place a starter here. Oh, we are missing the cabin, the cockpit. What do we need? Glass plates. So it means we need the silicon. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll quickly get the silicon and come back to you. Well, we're back with silicon. Just waiting for a cockpit now. Okay. Before we start, it's a very important thing that we need. Multi-tool. That tool is really useful because you can add or remove parts that you put by mistake, or repair whatever you want, and it works for charges as well. So the same like we had drill charges for our automatic drill, we have multi-charges for that tool. Now we're ready. Let's go. So first let's place a couple of blocks in front. Okay. Now choose the cockpit, something small, maybe this one. Okay, now replace the drills. 1, 2, and 3. When you place the drill, the maximum, optimal is 3, but maximum is 5 drills. So you can, if you get more than 5, you don't get any more profits from that. So 5 is maximum and 3 is the optimal amount. So now, important thing when you place the engines, the first and second has to be in the front, both sides. I'll show you why. And then rest goes on the back. 2 on left and 2 on right side. Okay. Now just place a couple of more blocks here. Important thing is just to place that bit. Just leave it here. Okay. Now the rest of the equipment goes here. RCS underneath. A storage could be in the front, it could be anywhere, like here. Okay. Fuel tank, RCS, and the thrusters. Oh, you can place, just wait a second. Because as long as we work on this planet, it's okay, but if we go somewhere where there's no atmosphere, we need O2 tank, this one, and a cargo box would be useful. That vessel is going to be unarmed, so we don't need ammo box or anything like that. Just this. Okay. And now we need couple of thrusters to move all directions. So I just place them correctly. Front, one on the back. Left and right. Okay. And we may need 2 more to go up. Just quick 2 engines. I'll show you why. So this is our machine. This is the basic, probably the simplest Hoover vessel, but for our purpose, just for mining, is probably the best one. It's cheap and quick production. Even if you don't have, the big vessel, to transfer your small vessels. For example, if you want to go to the moon to drill over there, so you can basically get couple of pieces like this and build it on your own, within a minute over there. There's one, and one pin. Come on. Yeah, it's here. Okay, let's place them on there. One here. And one on the other side. Now let me show you how this tool works. First, you need to reload it. And let's say we place that and done that thruster by mistake. So if you press the right mouse button, first disassemble. Disassemble basically removes the whole part. Repairs it when it's damaged. When you basically shoot it, and it's like repairing it. Change and rotate, as it says. You can rotate the part. Upgrade, if you want to upgrade something, for example, this engine, if you want to upgrade to another type. Of course, we don't have any developed yet, so if you want to upgrade, you can use this tool. Deconstruct, basically deconstruct is dispatching that part for resources, basically. So we do disassemble. See, it's gone, and it's completely ready back in your equipment. So place it back in, and then you can of course select another place, and replace it. But in our case, it's good as it is, so let's keep it here. Okay, now we need some fuel. And oxygen. I remember we placed some oxygen last time. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see how it works. No fuel. That's it. And oxygen. Refill. Okay, like I said, it's the simplest drilling machine in this game, but it's good enough for us. How it works, let's say. Okay, let's get in. Of course it won't work because it has no generator. I forgot. The generators here. Just a little mistake. The generator could be placed anywhere. Let's keep it on top of it. Okay, now it works. See, that's why we have vertical thrusters to go up and down, left, right, backwards, forward, and it's quite stable at the moment. Now, one more thing. The thing that we used here is called hover booster. This is how it works. Like, if you, for example, if you are drilling somewhere and you find yourself in a position when you are deep in a hole and you got no chance to go out, basically you are pressing shift and space, and here we go. The machine jump out. So basically when you jump up, you press forward and slightly moving out. So this is a vessel. It goes up. It's nice and stable. And the same rule, if you, for example, if you turn around or just get flipped or something, press O, and it levels the vehicle. Okay, so let's see how this thing gonna work with the drilling. Let's get to silicon, for example. See, when the terrain is uneven, it bounces a lot. That's a Hoover engines. That's a problem. So let's go to the silicon. Get some silicon now. Oh, it's quite difficult to get there. Bouncing through the trees. Okay, silicon is just here. That's a hole with silicon. Now, you remember when I told you to put first two Hoover engines in front? Why? Because, for example, now if you go up and put your nose down, it's quite difficult to take to that position, to start drilling in the ground. But if you press P, there's a panel and you got devices. And Hoover engine number 1 and 2. Those two are the front engines. If you switch it off, like that, the nose goes down automatically. See? It gets lowered. So it's much easier, for example, to flip the whole vehicle and start drilling. Here we go. The problem with those drills is they are rotating, and just because of physics in that game, it keeps the machine moving. Somehow it's flipping around. So drilling with that machine is quite tricky. Since we got to keep pressing O and space and directions to keep your engine in certain position. For example, you got to press O and directions. Is quite difficult. And then of course keep drilling. When you drill, just make sure you leave for yourself a little bit of space to get out, like here. Make a little path. Because when you get too deep, it will be extremely difficult to get out from there. As I said, on uneven surface, this machine is bouncing a lot. It's kind of difficult to, keep it in line. But just look how fast it is drilling. Let's just get in and keep drilling for a while. Since we are already inside the hole, we can switch those engines back again. A bit better. There we go. And always try to make the hole as much even as you can and quite big, and drill by the levels. If you drill one level, then go down a bit and then keep drilling, and then lower and lower until you get all the resources from this hole, and then try to escape. Let's see. So the drilling with this, like I said, is quite tricky, but it does the job. It's a quite common problem, you know, described on the forum. People complain about those drills, but as long as you don't get to level 20 when you have laser drills, that's the best option. So easy to maintain, because if you keep pressing that O and directions, you know, you can keep the machine in level and keep drilling. Okay, let's switch it off for a second. Look, just get to the box now, and just after quick time, we got 300 units of silicon already digged out. So this is very good option for for a quick drilling. Okay, let's try to get out of this hole now. Do you remember shift and space? Machine jumps out and then forward like this, and we're out of the hole. Right, so we got a quickly produced first automatic drilling machine, and we know how it works. Just get back to the base, and then now we have to think about weapon. You know, we need to armor ourselves, and time for exploration of this planet. Time to go and see what's hidden in Titan, and then check around if we have any alien bases around or anything similar worth to be penetrated. And of course, it's quite important at this point, it's pretty important to make some defense system for our base. So in the next part, we start putting a defense line like turrets or something, just to prevent from attacks, you know, to keep our vehicles safe. And of course, equip ourselves in better weapon. Alright, thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.